Hi guys, EatMaBB, and it's Banter 272. Now, before I start, last week I never done one because I got the flu jug on the Saturday, and on the Monday I had a splinty read all day, so I wasn't doing one, so I didn't. But I am here this week. In chat already we have got Deke. Hi Deke. And I've got Ben. Hi Ben. What am I using? Got my drag 4 kit with the U-Force L tank on top. Inside that I've got Drip Hacks Red Lush. And I've got this, which I can't show you yet. That's all I'm using at the moment. I have changed my works mod. I'm back to my IPV V200 with the PMP pod on top, and inside that I've still got this Vimto in it, and Drip Hacks Vimto. The reason being was I was using the M100S, but I don't know if you could see it. Let me try to find it. That right there. You maybe not be able to see it properly, but if I take this off here and put it on there, yeah, the full thing is moving, and that's it, tightened right down. So I've obviously battered it, and I've knocked the wee screw that holds the 510 in place on one side and broke it. It's not the first Vape one I've done it to, but I just don't want to use it at work like that, because the other one that happened to was this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's at this side again, and it does move that wee bit. So yeah, I wish I would change that, how the connector 510s. It's only two wee star screws that hold it in place. I'm going to be able to get this off. That's another story. Yeah, I have. So I've just taken the wee disc off it, and you can see it's only the two screws that is holding it in place. I don't even think I have a star screwdriver size for it. No, I don't. I should be more prepared, but I'm not. Sorry, I've never seen you come in there, Graham. Hi, Graham. No, I can't get it off. I'm going to have to actually get wee star screwdrivers just so I can try and fix them if I can, but I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet. That's not working. Yeah, so they need to change how they connect their 510 plates to their mods, just so if you do drop it, it's not going to break and make it lopsided. Just put that back on, and I have to line it up properly because there is 2 wee notches in it for it to go onto. I've not got it lined up, so yeah. It is hard to try and line them up because there's no tolerance in them at all. But yeah, so that's why I've stopped using this, and that's why when I show this I always do it like that so you can't see it, because that fell off the couch. I landed on this corner here. The tank didn't break, but it did knacker the threads on one of the wee screws, so they're needing to try and fix that. If you haven't clocked it yet, just there I do have stuff in which only came in tonight when I finished my work. I'll show you the tank that I've got on it. It's this, the SMPO Uni. I've already done the review for it. Must be about a year ago I done the review for them. Disposable tanks, and it just fits nicely on top of this. It is SMPO, and this is the Uni mod. It says on the bottom. No bells and whistles or nothing. It's a push the fire button and it vapes. The weight of the mod itself is roughly about the same weight as an 18650 battery. It is extremely light. So I'm going to be testing this week, and I'll get the review done for Friday, just simply because there's no bells and whistles on it. It's a basic mod with a chip, no screen, nothing. There is a wee light at the bottom, but that is it. So I'll get that done this weekend, because it's been a good couple of weeks since I've done a review. Find my calendar because it's all moved. 26th of August was the last one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that'll be 5 weeks ago between reviews. And then I've only got, what, that's this week, 4 more weeks until Expo. I've nothing else due in as far as I'm aware at the moment. So everything should be fine up to Expo. The map for Expo has not changed much. It's like they're only confirming companies that's in the home zone. Freemax has been added to the list, which is good. Smoant, Steam Crave and Dovepo haven't, but I think Dovepo's in with the, when I find them, LNG Holdings, because that's who they were with back in May. So I'm hoping that's where they're going to be. Deke send some this way. I didn't have time to do stuff like that. When was it last week? I built some chicken, and only because it took 20 minutes to do it, that's the only reason I done it. Just for something to snack on, and so I can have a chicken salad with fresh chicken. Yeah, so they haven't really updated much of it. They have put some company names on to the stands, but they're all on hold, so you don't know if they're going to be there or not. All your big companies like Vape, Geek Vape, Smoke, etc., they'll probably be there, but the smaller companies that they're putting in, you don't know if they'll be there or not, because there's no confirmation of them, and it's only in the Ohms on is getting the confirmations posted up. And by the looks of it, there is just 2 stalls not taken up yet. Got SX Mini in there as well, in the Ohms on. Who else? Try to see if there's any other big companies like SX Mini in there. No, I don't think so. It's mainly your coil makers, mud makers like Overkill that's in there, but SX Minis there, so yeah, they'll be easy to find, because that's where I'll probably be sitting over the weekend, is in the Ohms on, because that's what I've done the last 2 times, just went there and sat. Proper coil shut down. I didn't kind of that. Try to see if they were in the Ohms on. No. Nope, they weren't. Deathwish Mods and Vaporoni are together. But that's not to say that the other one is there as well. Just have to wait and see. So if you are going, you've got 4 weeks to get prepared for it, for Expo. Yeah, soon be coming in. Next week, I don't know what's going to happen about the show. I don't know if I'll do it on the Monday or the Wednesday. I probably won't do it on the Monday. Due to the fact that the laid back vape show, the one that's on currently now on YouTube, they've got some charity raffle auction or something running next week, so they've got to be running later than what they usually do. So I may change my show to the Wednesday instead for you. Just about coming up to Expo. Try and keep you updated a wee bit about it. My side hasn't changed. I'm still taking my number 10 gin with me. I think I'm 2 packs away for getting a full box. And there's 10 to a box. So I'm going to be well prepared for that. How much I drink before I go down, don't know. Because I'm taking the full 2 weeks off for the Expo. So you could safely say for the Friday before it up to Tuesday night, I'll be drinking every night. So depends how much I drink, depends how much I take. But yeah, I should have just about a full box to go down with, which is a lot. If you want to ask questions, you can ask away. If you want to talk about something else, pop it in chat. Make sure you change your chat to live chat. Click the wee cog and change your speed to 1.5, your playback speed, just so it catches up and there's not so much a gap between when I say it and when you hear it. I will go funny for a wee bit, but you don't worry about that. And it does make it a wee bit easier for yourselves. So at present I have got 5 watching, which isn't too bad, but I wish I had 10 so I can then do help the poster, which is all set up. But yeah, I've not even checked the man cave to see how it's doing, because that's only a secondary thing. Because the Vapor Expo is the main one that I'm going for. Three is the magic number, yeah. It's always 3 for you, Deke, isn't it? But see, you shouldn't say that all the time, because if I've got something that I really want to get rid of, I could just put into 3 and I ken somebody will pick it eventually. Looking at the man cave floor plan, they still have a lot of booths empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 48 still empty. Don't know how many there is altogether, but there is 48 empty stalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18. And there's 40 empty on the Vapor Expo, but the majority of them are the wee 3x3 booths, which by the Saturday Sunday are usually empty anyway, because the companies only come for the business to business day. So at least I've put all of them in that same wee corner, which makes it better for people to walk around. Because you used to have them the full length both sides of the hall, and most people didn't go out to the outer edge to go and see them anyway. So at least they have moved them, and it's not like that now. Because I remember, was it October? I think there was 2 stalls left that faced out to the wall for the in-house catering, sort of the cafe that's inside each hall area. Plus there was 2 stalls there Saturday, Sunday, and they were hardly getting anybody because there wasn't many people actually went up that way, which was a shame for them, but that's the stalls they picked, so nobody to blame but themselves. But this time it should be better, because they have left them down one side where there is big stalls as well, as in the 9x6s, 6x6s. So at least if they are there, they'll still get some footfall. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this map now to see if there is anybody else taking them up, the empty stalls. There's still what, 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the red carpet. I knew they two would be hard to get, the 2 right at the stage. And the rest are all on the outer of the red carpet, apart from 3x3 booths. If you want to go and have a look at the map, you can by cut back and back and back to try and get to it. Yeah, if you click on or go onto the Vapor Expo page, website, click exhibitors information, floor plans, and then click for the October, and then you'll get the floor plan for the expo if you're going. Download it, put it on your phone, and that way when you're there you've got a reference to where all the companies are that you want to go and see. I usually walk the full thing umpteen times out throughout the weekend, so I don't need it. If I'm waiting for a company, I'll just do a walk around, and if I come across them, I come across them. Yeah, so that's the Expo. Now you've got to get that up until Expo. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, that's what happens when you have animals, especially dogs. Cats you can just let out. Dogs, you can, if your garden's enclosed and they can't get out of the garden, you can just put them out the back. If not, then you have to go and give them a walk, which means you miss the show. But I've not been saying much anyway, Graham. Hi, Coil. Yeah. Sometimes I think my house is a building site too. Especially when I go into the box room, because I can't get in it. I can't even go in the door. I can open the door because it opens out to me, but that's it. There's just that much junk in it, and I am going to have to tidy it. Kyle, I take it that's the laid back vape show finished. That you have popped in to say hi. Yeah, it depends what you're getting done, Graham. When I start reading this place, it's going to be getting done room by room. Obviously there'll be new windows in every room, and then I'll start doing room by room. Hence the reason I need the box room tidied or emptied so they can get to the window that's in there for when it comes around to getting it done. Did you find any bargains, Kyle? Because bargains are always good. It's not very good at all. Yeah, I would have done one or the other and wait till that one was finished and then done another one. But that's just me. Because last time I done my bathroom and my kitchen, I'd done the kitchen first and then I done my bathroom. This time I'm going to get somebody else in to do them. I want the bathroom tiled, and I've never tiled in my puff, so I'll get somebody else in to tile them. You could have even asked them if they could do one room then the other to save them both at the same time. And also, before I start doing my bathroom and kitchen, I have to get my boiler moved from the kitchen to in this room. Just so it opens the kitchen up a wee bit more. That's not too bad then, Coil. You got some bargains. Old school stuff depends on the condition of them. Like, I've got some stuff that's old, really old, and they're still in good condition. Like, I used them for a week and boxed them away again. But yeah, I'll have to go through the boxes and actually find out what I do want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and probably start using some of them too. Like, I know I've still got some brand new Nova tanks. I can't see me using them because I know the flavour that I'll get from them will be nothing like what I'm getting out of this, because obviously they were silica wicks. Yeah, I'm charging batteries again. I'll have to actually start doing that as well, getting the batteries charged for going to Expo. Hunt out everything I need to take with me. Won't have my camcorder with me this time, so I don't have to worry about remembering to lift the charger for it. Like what? Was it May? I forgot to lift the charger and I had to order one from Amazon. Yeah, Graham. Ooh, silica. Back in the day, it was actually not too bad. I think everything was near enough silica until the cotton come out, and then everybody went to cotton. But near enough everybody was using silica. I haven't, Deke. I've still got that to do. It's still sitting here with all the wee labels and everything still on it. But I am going to have to start getting used to it at some point. Yeah, before silica, was it not the big massive thick coil that you pushed into cotton? See coil, I don't like mesh for some reason on RDAs, RTAs. I prefer a proper coil. The only time I'd use mesh would be for wick. And something like, instead of using the stainless steel rods, you could use mesh for that as a wicking substance. I do know I still have silica in my drawer, quite a few of it. But yeah, couldn't go back to it. I'll stick to proper coils and cotton. I quite believe it is. I just can't get on my mesh. No matter how much I try, I still prefer a coil to mesh. Don't know why. And I know I'm not the only person that does prefer a coil to mesh. And then you get people that prefer mesh to coil. It's just what people prefer. And I'm just not a mesh person. Steam craves are easy to build on. You just have to remember when you're filling up the tank to keep the juice flow closed at the bottom until you've filled it up, and then automatically either that you push your cotton out of the way when you're actually filling it, and then obviously it does leak. But if you keep it closed, then you should be fine. Because you're only using the cotton as a dam method on the juice holes, so you don't want to be pushing the cotton through the holes. What you could, Graham, is just put a small amount of juice in it and then try it and see if it leaks, because you'll know straight away if it is. Yeah, I'm fine with mesh stock coils, but it's the mesh that you put on your RDA, RTA, that I can't get the yes to. You want the Vape matte tank. I don't even think I've got one, because I think I broke mine, or I broke the glass on it. I think the U-Force L tank is actually not too bad coil. This one here, that uses PMP coils. Can't mind how much it holds, 5.5mm or 5mm juice. And the best coils so far is the TW coils for the PMP. For flavour anyway. I just don't think I'm getting as long out of them as what I was the other coils. U4 cell. Does it actually say on the bottom? Probably doesn't. Nope. And it doesn't say nowhere else. That's my all day vape. That the only time I don't use it is when I'm inside Diageo itself. That's what I use that for. Just with that being glass, and the PMP pod is plastic, so I'm not going to break it. It's the PMP TW Tango Whiskey. There you go. That's the ones that I'm using at the moment. Just chucked one on the fire. The O-ring on it is a purple colour. That's how you ken the difference. Yeah, and if they brought the TW coils out, that's what I've been using, because I found that that was giving me the best flavour. But you've got to remember, I only vape at 30 watts with the airflow closed right down to give me a restricted direct lung instead of a direct lung. I'll probably keep using them until I find something else that's better, flavour wise. But at the moment there's not actually much coming out in the way of tanks, because obviously everybody's still on the disposable crave. Graham, what you can do is, if you've got a juice that you don't like, then coil it, try the juice that you didn't like, fill it up, leave it sitting for a day and see if it leaks. Just make sure you put it into a tub or something for the first couple of tries. If you do it and it doesn't leak, you can always pour it back into the bottle and then re-wick it and see how you get on again till you get used to wicking it. Yeah, coil, I've always vaped at 30 watts maximum, apart from if it's proper coils with cotton then obviously I have to go that wee bit higher just to get the temperature up on the coils. And it's always a 0.2 ohm coil that I use. I think the wattage that's recommended for coils is obviously with a lot more airflow than what I've got, because there's my watch one, still use it at 30 watts and you can just see the airflow and no more. That's how much airflow I've got on for the 30 watts. With this one it's a wee bit harder to see, but you can just see it up here. It is just very slightly opened. And obviously if I went higher wattage I'd need more air, and then my lungs wouldn't handle it so well. Yeah, Dick. Hopefully disposables do get banned. Then we may get more open and closed pod kits, which I think is better, because then you're not throwing away a battery every time you are out of juice. It's only the pod, or you refill it, and then when the coil's away, if it's a disposable, you just chuck the pod away just, and you're always keeping battery. Where is it? I've not got it because it's in my watch readers. I can't even remember the name yet. Like the SMPODL03, where it is an 18650 battery you put in it. It is a disposable, but you're not throwing away a battery when you're disposing of the tank and mod. You're keeping the battery, so potentially it's only metal, or majority is metal and plastic, and there's no battery getting disposed of, which I like. I can never remember who gets what in giveaways. I can't mind what the last one was. Oh, it was... what have I done with them? I can't find them. So good job I didn't do the help with poster. If I remember right, it was the one with all the decks that Graham got. but Graham will confirm it. But I think he's has to get the one with all the decks. I think there was single, Joe and mesh, if I remember right, so that'd be 3 if I remember right. I'll go and search for it, see if I can find it for you. Let's see if my computer's playing. Coil, the help postage is just what I've been sent in. So if I was sent in, then yeah, that would be given away unless I was keeping it, because I do still have some that was sent in that I've kept and they're in my box of keep. So yeah, everything that I do with help post is stuff that's been sent in for review. Let's see what one it was. Supreme. I'll just go back and see what was in the box. Once I get to that section, that's there, or there a bit. Can you still get side by side? I couldn't tell you. You'd have to go into their website and check, or just do a general search and see if any companies have still got it in stock. Right, there's a bit there showing you different decks that's available for it. There's the pause button. That's for the basic, and advanced came with mesh deck, porcelain deck, the single coil deck. And I think it was that one that you won, Graham, was the advanced kit. So you got 3 decks with it. But there is more than 3. Because there was also a velocity deck for it, which wasn't included. Looking at the manual for it anyway. Yeah. So you got 3 decks with it. I can't remember if I actually had the velocity deck for it. Looking at it, no. So the Postals deck was either for single or dual coil. You had one specifically for single coil. You had the mesh, which I didn't like. Let's see if I can fast forward this a wee bit. Just so I can see what was inside the wee box. Yeah, so you've got choice of 2 decks that you can use then. The deck specifically for single coil or the Postless deck. Inside the box was the mesh deck. It was 2 years ago when I done the review for it. So the review is still there. So you can always go back and have a look at how I actually put the cotton in it and mixed it up. Right, that's past 9 o'clock, so any questions, ask away before I wrap this up. For next week, you'll just have to watch and see if I post up on the Wednesday. If I don't post on Wednesday night that there will be a banter, there will be no banter. Just due to the Laid Back Vape show doing a charity show, which is obviously going to run for longer than an hour. And since it is for charity, I don't want to be recording alive at the same time as they're doing it. So yeah, just have to keep an eye out on YouTube, the Facebook page, the group, and Twitter. I think it is, I posted saying that the banter's on. If it is on the Wednesday, it'll be at 8 o'clock as usual. Yeah, probably has. Ken and night, but at least it's not you this week, Graham. For a change. No, it's not blocked them, which makes a change. It's not blocked no one this week. Yeah, that's as long as you know where Graham stays, coil. So since there's no questions coming in, I'm just going to call this. Thanks everybody that has come along and chatted in the chat. Without users be no point me in continue talking or recording. So thanks for coming along. If you are watching the replay, try and go along to the live show itself, which is usually a Monday night at 8 PM. I do post in advance before I come live on Facebook. Go on there, have a look, check to see if I'm coming on. For next week you will have to on the Wednesday, see if I'm coming live or not, as I won't be live on the Monday. And I hope everybody goes over to the Laid Back Vape Show YouTube channel and contributes towards the charity, because I think it's for cancer. I don't know which one it is, but I know it's for cancer. So go along there next Monday, and they start at 7:30. I've not got a link for them, so I can't post it, or I would, but it shouldn't be that hard to find. So yeah, try and get along to the live show and contribute towards the chat. The more people that's in and chatting, the more chance of I help the poster. I've not done one for ages because I just haven't had many people in chatting. Talk about anything, just post up what you want to talk about and we'll start talking about it. And yeah, I think that's about it. So again, thanks everybody that has come along tonight. As always, stay safe and bye just now.